cities, man, right? States.
All white with my Frenchies on. Hey, put a bad beat on that brother's head. All white with my Frenchies on. All white with my
Hey, you can get me.
All white with my
You can get me.
All white with my Frenchies on.
I'm in that.
All white with my Frenchies on.
I'm in that.
All white with my
Hey, you can get me. You can get me. I'm in that. I'm in that.
While the world rapping about snapbacks, I'm talking about scratch that. I got a Metreon with an arsenal in my backpack. So you can catch a KJV flexing standing next to me. Cause once I put the word to your head, you can really rest in peace. I'm in all white from head to toe, fringes everywhere that I go. I got my borders on, they looking but they don't even know. I got this style from the Most High. She like, boy, you so fly. I'm like the water baby, with all praises to the Most High. A higher, a sharp, a higher. He gave me this attire. He sent me his son. You shot at the one that saved me from out of the fire. That's why I'm repping this dress code. Hebrew, fresh though. From right now to the kingdom come, you can bet though.
Hey, you can catch me. You can catch me. I'm in that. I'm in that. Hey, you can catch me. You can catch me. I'm in that. I'm in that.
You can tell that I'm a Hebrew because I rock a victory. Fly young joint that I caught from Sister Riri. I used to love with the Crips, now I'm brewing with them Hebrews. Listen, yeah, they're my people. I got kingdom flow. I got kingdom swag. When I walk in the building, they think I go drive a cab. I say no, I slap like you just got my Bible on the dash. 26 and 6-inch little truth music banging in the bag. Rocking them true religions and go rocking fake religion. Cotton or oxymoron when I hear that true religion. You say you be rocking Levi's, I rock it with real Levi's. He's a real shooter. You can tell it when
Hey, you can catch me. catch me. I'm in that. I'm in that. Hey, you can catch me. You can catch me.
Straight up.
I'm in that.
Right after the Day of Atonement,
I'm in that.
me finna get afflicted, huh? Kodama call. Look, I got my Mitri on Mayweather swing. Fringes hang orangutan. Looking like a monster, man. Cause we all share the same brain. And got a couple all state holy palm. Triple A, a higher, a sure, a higher. Come when I call. Looking like a winner, ice cold. They like all hell. West, white, beacon, falling angels trying to steal my gal. Black street speaking, looking fly. Then the zipper all white in the hood. No heads trying to sniff us. My father king of the hill. You can call me Bobby. Keep the law. G Code good fella John got it. The shot of Christ all black. Ironically he's all light. So I'm in a all black party wearing all white. Reach me down, huh?
You can get me. I'm in that. I'm in that. Hey, you can catch me. You can catch me. I'm in that. I'm in that.
Hayahawa, Hafapalau, the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever.
He's been so good. He's been so good. Yahweh Shai. His prophecy is coming. Oh, each and every day. So don't be scared. Just be prepared. Come and sing a song. Abanawa Shabbat Shemayim Kodash I'm so glad you choose this way.
us, and they want us to allow ourselves to be oppressed.
This is I agree with you perfectly. This is the basic problem.
Then what do you
that white people think they're better than others?
I can't solve the problem. You guys pull the strings that close schools. You guys draw the boundaries that keep our kids restricted to the ghetto. You guys write up the restrictive covenants that keep us out of houses. So it's up to you to talk to your brothers and your sisters and persuade them that they have a responsibility. We've assumed ours for over 400 years, and we're tired of this kind of stuff now. We're not going to suffer patiently anymore. No more turning the other cheek. No more blessing our enemies. No more praying for those who despitefully use us. We're going to show you that we've learned the lessons you've taught us. We've studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing, "We shall overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama, and I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and old Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated. So you can have him. And here's what I'll say, I wish you would follow Jesus like we followed him. Because if you did that, then we'd be in charge tomorrow.
I was made in the image of Yahweh. My spirit Marvin Gaye, heart pumped with black power. Way before the days when he tore down the towers. I ain't talking 9/11, Nimrod had the power. That was Shinar. Before that we had the showers. Before Adam got deceived, he said the world was ours. Lost it in a second cause we bite and we devour. Was given all of the earth and we don't even say the water. Gave us Messiah, we don't even say our Father. We walk down in heaven, so our burdens getting harder. Word to the turbans on our elders with the Taurus, no capping, that's a rap. Yahweh Shai, he died for us. Mamas cried for us, daddies did their best if they survived the whole time. The mice, they lied to us. Synagogue and Shaitan want my body and my mind. My soul for Yahweh, my purpose is aligned. This little light of mine running dim, but it shines. The majors and Shaitan pulling at me, but I climb. You're looking at divine, most merciful and beneficent. The sun, moon, and stars, the creator of the firmament. That's why I stay marching to Zion, it's like a tournament. The rounds getting harder, but I still walk the waters. Euphrates and the Nile, the Mississippi River come to me. I will walk across the currents with a smile. That's faith over trials. I still hear Mary and my grandmother telling me I was special as a child, but I was in denial. The killers and the crack addicts made it hard to smile. She know I would repent but keep my drug dealer style. Several gold chains, you can see them from a mile. I'm wild effervescent. I'm proof you can grow through your trials and your lessons, your curses and your blessings if you seek his acceptance.
I need the I need thee. I need thee.
Ya Baraka, Ya Baraka, Yahweh, Yahweh, Waya Shamaka, Waya Shamaka, Yahweh, 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 Hanyawa Al Yak, Hanyawa Al Yak, Waya Khanka, Waya Khanka, Yahweh, Yahweh. Yasha'aya Wanyawa al Yaka Wayasham Laka Shalom Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Barak Rapah Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Barak Rapah Yasha'Allah.
Shalom, Israel, shalom. Giving all honor, glory, and praise to the Almighty Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach Malak, Yahweh Shai. Right? My name is Ariyah.
Brother Jeremiah, Tazawan.
And that's Brother Yawsap in the corner, man. The Lion of dang Judah, man. Right? Hey, I pray, let me borrow your headpiece, man. If I get this thing started. You on mute.
I say you can get it. You know you can have it.
Hey.
If can't nobody else have it, you can.
It's my brother, man. All honor, glory, and praise to the Most High, man. Hey, all praises to another Shabbat class. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, we have boys, the men singing the Adonai Palau. Hey, you don't get no better, man, than the Shabbat. Most High raised us up to see another lovely day, man. Right? So, hey, with everything else being said, hey, do anybody got an opening precept? Right? It's the book, I'll bring mine out. This is the book of John, St. John, chapter 14, and I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. So you're going to go nation to nation, place to place, teach the word, right? And watch this. And greater works than these shall he do. And you ask yourself, well, what greater works would you do than Yahweh Shai, right? The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords on this earth. The greater works would be that he knew, the Israelites knew who they were back then. We're going into the Israelites that don't know they're Israelites. They kind of think they black, Jeremiah. They kind of think they're savages and Indians. They kind of think that they Hispanic, which is the property of Spain. They kind of think they all these other bywords, man. Those are the greater works. It says, because I go unto my Father, and whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. Now he's going to give you the qualifications for him doing anything you ask. Watch this. If ye love me, keep my commandments. So that's the pre-qualifying qualifications. If you want a car, you got to have a 700 credit score. Got to have a down payment. But if you want the Most High to answer your prayers, you got to keep the commandments, man. And that's referring back to St. John chapter 9 and verse 31. And I yield.
I bring out mine, man. This is Direct chapter 2, and I'm gonna start from the top, the classic. Right? It says, My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So we know, like when we coming in this truth, man, we got to prepare ourselves to be tempted, man. Right? It says, cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Right? And whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So this right here stood out to me, verse 4 in particular. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So right here we see that he declared that, hey, he ain't say if thou be changed. He said when thou art changed to a lower state, right? So that means, guess what? It's gonna happen. You're gonna be changed to a lower state, right? But he said, hey, he said, be patient, man, right? For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So I just wanted to say that to our brothers and our sisters that's on the sound of our voices. Hey, we coming to serve the Lord. We coming to do the work. Hey, prepare yourself for temptation, man. Right? When you are changed, because you will be changed to a lower state. Hey, man, that don't mean that you stop doing what you're supposed to be doing, man. You're supposed to keep going. Hey, you got to cleave to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you falling, if you walking down like, Ariel, you'd have been in my apartment before. It's 3 steps of flight. It's the 3 flight of steps. So if I'm walking down the steps, it's step rails right there. If I'm falling, if I slip, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab hold to that rail, man, to keep myself from falling. It's the same way with the Most High, man. When we slipping and when we falling, hey, we got to cleave. We got to grab hold to Yahweh by Shem Mashiach Yahushua to keep us from falling, man, to enduring this thing, man. With that, I yield.
Yeah, I got Judith chapter 9 and verse 14. And make every nation and tribe to acknowledge that thou art the God of all power and might, and that there is none other that protecteth the people of Israel but thou. So there's nobody else but the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that protects Israel, Yasharallah, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And he only protects us when we keep his laws. So if you're not keeping the laws, he's not protecting you. You know what I'm saying? That's playing upon table, not you.
For the Yahweh, have you got to open a precept?
You on mute, King?
If you're on mute.
Khan. Shalom, Jeremiah, Shalom, Yasha Allah.
Shalom, the mighty Yahweh.
Earlier, man, we were bringing out earlier in Luke. If we go to Luke 9 and 61, which is very important because, a lot of brothers think it's just, when you come into this knowledge, I always say knowledge because, you say the truth, that means there's a way out. But when you have the knowledge of this truth, then there's no way out. You just have to endure and ask the Most High for that grace and mercy. And if you do fall, right, you pray that the Most High release those spirits from you, dust yourself off and get back in this game because we still in it until the end. Because look at some of our family members, right? We talk to our family members and we just hope they get it. But guess what? Like me and Brother Ariel was saying earlier, it's not up to us individuals to bring our family or friends into this truth, man. It's all up to the Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And I want to bring this out. Luke 9 and 62, and it reads, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh. Now, when we see that word, put his hand to the plow, right? That doesn't necessarily mean a brother who was in a camp or in the truth, and just now he's not with the camp no more or not in the truth. There also goes into different doctrines that Israel is bringing to this truth too as well, right? When you put your hand to this plow and you believe in Yahushua, and then 2 years later, you don't believe in Yahushua no more, guess what? You may not be fit for the kingdom. So this is twofold. It's actually brothers who are congregating, go out, do the work, and if that brother fall, that brother's spirit get lifted back up, and it's also bringing false doctrine to this, because we've been dealing with false doctrine from the worldly point of view for so long till brothers came to the truth. I was damn near 38, 37 years took me to understand this. Brother Aryah took him 43, 44 years. Brother Jeremiah probably took him up to about 30, 36, 37 years before 40. The Lord introduced us to this knowledge of this truth, right? And with that, I yield.
Con, good to see you, brother. Y'all was all Shalom,
Hey,
King.
same here, King Shalom. King, good to see you, brother.
Hey, and that brother made a great point, right? Because these doctrines, man, and we've been doing this for a long time in Yasharala, right? According to Ecclesiastes 3 and 15, you require that of old. So it ain't like it's something new. It's not like it's a new thing on the earth where all of a sudden brothers are starting to teach something different, right? Because hey, in the Garden of Eden, let's get that real quick. Let's go to Garden of Eden real quick.
What you want? What is Genesis
Genesis chapter 2.
2?
Yep. And in verse Salaki 3, chapter 3 and verse 2.
Hey, Shalom, you gonna read or you want me to read, King?
You could kick it off, and then when you want to pass it to me, you can.
Start at verse 1. Watch. Hey, right from the beginning, false doctrines is going on.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 2, from the top. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, Yahweh ended his work, which he had made. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work, which he had made. And Yahweh blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work, which Yahweh created and made. Keep going.
Yeah.
These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created. And
That's
the day
3 on 1? 3 on 1?
Oh, I thought you said 2 and 1. Slack, my bad.
3 on 1. You all right. Right? Because false doctrines right from the beginning.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Salakia.
Oh, you all right.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, have Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. For Yahweh doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
I'll go to Genesis 2 and 16 real quick. Just real
Book
quick.
of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse number 16. And Yahweh said, and Yahweh commanded the man, saying,
what did he do? What did Yahweh do?
And Yahweh commanded the man.
So there was commandments already. Go ahead.
Saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die.
So false doctrine was from the beginning. I just wanted to bring that out because false doctrine was from the beginning. We had somebody else, I don't care who it was, somebody else was saying you can eat from it, but the Most High said you couldn't. So I'm just saying, man. Hey.
Also, to your point, real quick, the serpent was talking to Eve, and he said, the serpent, check this out now. The serpent said, Eve, what did the Most High say to you? What you should do or what you shouldn't do? Eve said, the Most High said that we can eat this and we can eat that, but we can't eat this. But watch this now. This is the error. The Most High never told Eve nothing.
Nothing. Adam told her.
See that? See the deception, because Eve supposed to say, hey, let me go talk to my husband, because you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But because she was leaning to her own understanding, saying what the Most High said to her, and he didn't say nothing to her. You know what I'm saying? But that's that falseness in that doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Just all around, from what the serpent told her, even her opening up and saying something that she ain't supposed to say. That's a beautiful thing, King. I ain't never thought about it like that.
Oh man, hey, false doctrines that started from the beginning, man. So we're on the section of lepers and leprosy. We're on commandment number 577, not to drove off the hair of the skull. Leviticus 13 and 33.
You can grab a Tazwan. We can bounce back and forth, King.
All right, Con. So Leviticus
13 and 33.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 13 and verse 33. And it reads, he shall be shaven, but the scale shall he not shave, and the priest shall shut up him that has the scale 7 days more.
Keep going.
Verse 34. And in the 7th day the priest shall look on the scale, and behold, if the scale be not spread in the skin, nor be in sight deeper than the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him clean, and he shall wash his clothes and be clean.
Right, so it's going into that scale. So I'm pull up the blue letter so I can see, because that skull is actually the infection.
You want me to grab it? You grabbing the Tazwan, the blue letter?
Yeah, no, I'm grabbing it on the screen.
Okay, Con.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I can't get it.
So it's going into the actual.
Strong's H 5424. Nethic,
right? And it's the scab, the skin eruption, or skull of leprosy. So it's actually that infection spot. So that's why he said that, hey, he had don't cut that part, because if you put something on it, then it can actually spread that infection, right? So that's why I say, hey, just leave that alone, and he's gonna see if it'll spread. And if it spreads, then we know it's a serious infection, and we got to keep everybody away from it, right? Let me do a roll call real quick though. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, the brothers Amon, man. All praise Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. And Shabbat Shalom to Sister Ahavia, man. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. The water too, lovely. Hey, Yahweh Hashem, the house of Hashaya. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barak and Shemaratah. Hey, Jeremiah on the scene, man. Hey, Shalom, brother Jeremiah, man. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. All praises to the Most High, man. Right? So, hey, gotta leave them infections alone, man, because it can spread on clothing or whatever. Right? So, commandment number 578 is the procedure of cleaning leprosy, whether of a man or of a house, takes place with the cedar wood, hyssop, scarlet thread, 2 birds, and running water. Leviticus chapter 14, verse 1 through 7.
You on mute if you reading Tazwan.
Oh, Slaggy. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, this shall be the law of the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought unto the priest. Verse 3. And the priest shall go forth out of the camp, and the priest shall look, and behold, if the plague of leprosy be healed in the leper. Verse 4. Then shall the priest command to take for him that is to be cleansed 2 birds alive and clean, and cedar wood, and scarlet and hyssop. Verse 5. And the priest shall command that one of the birds be killed in an earthen vessel over running water. Verse 6. As for the living bird, he shall take it, and the cedar wood, and the scarlet, and the hyssop, and shall dip them and the living bird in the blood of the bird that was killed over the running water. Verse 7. And he shall sprinkle upon him that is to be cleansed from the leprosy 7 times, and shall pronounce him clean, and shall let the living bird loose into the open field.
So hey, then man, hey, that hyssop was always representatory for the cleansing. Use the hyssop and the water and the blood, because without the blood, there couldn't be a cleansing, which just went over that in my lesson today, because it was the blood of a Mashiach that cleansed us, right? So it's always the blood. So commandment 579, that the leper shall shave all his hair. Leviticus 14:9. We'll start at verse 8.
One of y'all could get it.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, and verse number 9.
Start at verse 8, King.
Verse 8. And he that is to be cleansed shall wash his clothes and shave off all his hair and wash himself in water, that he may be clean. And after that he shall come into the camp and shall tarry abroad out of his tent 7 days. But it shall be on the 7th day that he shall shave all his hair off his head and his beard and his eyebrows. Even all his hair he shall shave off. And he shall wash his clothes. Also he shall wash his flesh in water, and he shall be clean.
Shall be clean, man. So hey, Most High is all about cleanliness. He's all about making sure you rejuvenate everything. But that hair seems to carry some type of diseases. So he's saying, hey, get rid of all the hair of your body, face, everything. So that way coming in, you'll be cleansed, right? So
Salakia King, they even do that in the real world. If you go to the clinic and like you have a disease, they'll tell you to shave all your hair off your body. So they even do that in the real world. We know they get it from the scriptures.
Hey.
And also to go with what y'all was saying, I've been to prison before. So when you first get to prison, and the first camp you go to is called a processor camp. When you first get there, that's the first thing they do. They shave all your hair. They cut your hair. If you got hair in your head, they cut it and they shave all your hair off your face and everything. You know what I'm saying? They spray you down. You know what I'm saying? They got this stuff where they spray up under your arms. Any way you got hair, they spray it. You know what I'm saying? For the, kind of cleanse your body, because you're finna be, in that population.
And that's crazy too, because they know you're going to be in close quarters too. So anything that can be transmitted, it'll be transmitted easily. So preventive maintenance, man, which according to the scriptures, they got it. Commandment 580, not to pluck out the marks of leprosy. Deuteronomy 24:8.
I guess I get it. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, and verse number 8. Salakia. Take heed in the plague of leprosy, that thou observe diligently and do according to all that the priest, the Levite, shall teach you. As I commanded them, so ye shall observe and do.
You gotta observe and do, man. Hey, that's self-mutilation, man. You picking up scabs and all that. That's not what set aside people do. You know what I'm saying? That could also, it can actually move things and carry things with the disease, because that scab got the disease under it. Like y'all were just saying. So you picking it, now you got the disease on that scab, whether you throw it somewhere or even if it touches somewhere on your body. Now that spot can potentially, be a carrier of that disease. So it's just all the Most High is about that preventive, man. So that concludes lepers and leprosy. The section, the king, not to curse a ruler, the king in the land of Israel. This is commandment 581. Exodus chapter 22 and verse 28.
I got it. This book of Exodus chapter 22 and verse 27. And it reads, for that is his covering only. It is his raiment for his skin. Wherein shall he sleep? And it shall come to pass, when he crieth unto me, that I will hear, for I am gracious. Go
Keep
one
going.
more.
Yeah, because it was verse 28.
Verse 28. Thou shalt not revile the gods, nor curse the ruler of thy people.
So the Most High literally letting you know that anybody that He set to be above somebody or in rulership of people, He said don't curse them. Means that, hey, they're my mouthpiece. So hey, if I, have them to do something like this or do something like that, hey, you got to honor it. Because we don't know if they're not walking in the way of the Most High. It kind of won't make sense. Look at the scriptures and be like, hey, wait a minute. Kind of moving contrary to the Most High. So we already know, man, that if it's not lining up. So commandment.
An example of that, King, is when King David, remember he called Saul sleeping in the things in the mountain. And King David told King Saul, listen, like I can't do nothing to the Lord's anointed. So even though we know you can't speak bad about who the Lord has set up in the place of to receive the message, to give his message out, to push his word, even to push his truth in his word. Like the Most High set men up. That's why we have respect towards, brothers in different camps and congregations, man, because we know that the Most High set them men up to teach in their communities and their cities and states, man, and try to bid the sheep back to the, to the marriage, which is the kingdom,
Hey, that's you in the spirit too, brother Yawasop, because we're in the book of First Samuel right now, talking about that Barry. We actually in those chapters right now where it's talking about David and Saul. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. David did. He had him. He could have really slayed him. He could have damn thrust him through. You know what I'm saying? But he understood, like, hey, who am I to lay hands on the man of the Lord? You know what I'm saying?
And that's that commandment, Exodus 22 and 28, thou shalt not revile the gods nor curse the ruler of thy people. Right? So, hey, all praises. Right? So, commandment 582, 583, 584, 585, 586, 587, right? 582, to appoint a king. 583, not to appoint as ruler over Israel one who comes from non-Israelites. 584, that the king shall not acquire an excessive number of horses. 585, that the king shall not take an excessive number of wives. 586, that he shall not accumulate an excessive quantity of gold and silver. And 587, that the king shall write a scroll of the Torah for himself, in addition to the one that every person shall write, so that he writes 2 scrolls. And that is Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15 through 18.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 15. I was already there when you said that he shall not multiply wives and horses to himself. I said, oh, that's the classic.
Classic.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as the Lord hath said unto you, ye shall henceforth return no more that way. Verse 17, neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold.
Hey, so he's saying anything, and basically what he's saying with the horses and the wives and the silver and gold is basically if anything you do takes you away from the Most High, don't do it. If you're studying so much to where it's making you weary to where you can't go do the work for the Most High and worship the Most High, then don't do it. Don't study that much, because it's a false balance is what he's telling you. You're doing something to the point to where your balance is off. Now you're doing it crazily, and you ain't even giving the Most High his just due, man. So that's what he's going into, is that when you're doing something so much to where it's causing you to error in the way of the Most High, don't do it, man. Right, not you.
So Salakia. So this is so this one be referring to King David, because King David didn't ask for these things; it was given to him, right? These things was given to King David, because King David, I think in 1 Samuel 3:9, he just asked for understanding heart to judge thy people.
Yeah.
He didn't ask for riches and wealth and women, but we know King Solomon. We know King Solomon took these things, right? Can somebody expound on that? The King Solomon.
Yeah, King Solomon did, and the Most High gave King David. You know, he gave King David that stuff. You can look over at the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 12 and verse 8. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Hey, you know, I have given you thy master wives and thy master houses and thy master this." And he said, "And if that's not enough for you, I give you more." You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's 1 Samuel chapter 12, verse 8, King. And to me, like, I agree with Ariel said. Also, this right here too is to show that, hey, the king got to be merciful towards the people, right? Just because you the king, don't try to take damn everything, man. Don't be greedy, man. Hey, say something for your workers. Say something for your servants. Hey, say something for your other people. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in because I'm the king. I got, you know, just because I can have 100 damn horses, you know, I got damn, you know, 100 damn barns, man. You know
look, watch this. Watch this. If you got 100 horses, you're asking for the responsibility of 100 horses.
Right, right.
That responsibility.
The king, who's going to take care of his horses? His servants.
Right.
I stand correctly. It was King it was King Solomon who asked for understanding heart.
Okay.
It was King Solomon, King David. I stand correctly. So with that said, like, so, but we know King Solomon added these things unto him, even wives. You go read 1 Kings 11 chapter. We know King Solomon added these things to him. So that law would refer to King Solomon when we shouldn't add, or can we take that and equate that to King Solomon?
Was that the wives?
You talking about Deuteronomy?
Yeah, Deuteronomy, what you just read, 17.
I mean, that would be because I'm pretty sure, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen way before Solomon.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. This is the law that he given way before that time. So,
and that's the second law. So that would mean Deuteronomy is second law. So that would mean the law when we entered into our kingdom or promised land. So that's why. But that's why, if you notice, he equate, because when you got to realize with the scriptures, when he put a lot of stuff together, in the Most High's eyes, that's all one and the same.
Right.
He's not emphasizing one or the other. So reread that again real quick.
What you want me to read? The whole thing?
No, just reread 17 and 16.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse number 16. But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt.
He said, or return the people to call Egypt, which means sin. Because he's equating all of this to sin. Watch, keep going.
To the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as the Lord have said unto you, ye shall not henceforth return no more that way.
Go ahead.
Neither shall ye multiply wives to himself.
Right.
That his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold.
So when you look at that in its entirety, the Most High is equating all of that together. That's all the same thing. He's saying if you get too many women, it's the same thing as having too many horses. It's the same thing as having too much money. That's all it's saying. Because look, you got too much money, guess what? You're going to always be out there spending and buying it. You ain't going to get the Most High no love. You got horses, you're going to probably want to ride every last one of them. You got 1,000 horses. You're going to want to ride all of them. I'm going to have them all in front of my chariot. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to be out of control.
And you know how Jay get down. You know how Jay get down. If you get all, like right now, let's think about it. If you had all the wives, all the money, and all the cars, are you really going to serve the Most High as much as you used to? No, you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy doing the lust of this world, because that's what the world do. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't saying they ain't. It's a blessing to get all those things. You know what I'm saying? The Most High give it to you. But, you know, when you know I just want a little bit more, I'm start getting a little bit greedy. It ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? And you start leaning into your own understanding. Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, you got it. You got it. Oh, yeah.
Right, you got to do that because I was gonna bring a point out what bro was bringing out earlier. We got to read a little bit of that First Kings.
Yeah.
What excess looks like.
I just want to say that you know, a lot of people come to the reason I say this the classic because a lot of people come to Deuteronomy 17:17 trying to prove that the multiple wives, you shouldn't take multiple wives. You know, this the verse they come to try to debunk that. But watch this key word, the key word right here. It says, he says, verse 17, he said, neither shall he greatly multiply. See that? You know what I'm saying? It didn't say don't multiply. He said greatly multiply. So that means overindulge. Over, you know what I'm saying? Overdo.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hear right there.
So let's go to 1 Kings 11 real quick because let's see what that greatly looks like. Greatly is just ridiculous. Greatly is ridiculous.
You want to grab that times one or you want me to grab it?
Yeah, just start at verse 3. We're just gonna read verse 3. We ain't gonna get into all
11 and 3.
Yeah.
First Kings 11 and 3, right?
Yep.
This is the book of First Kings, chapter 11, verse 3, and it reads, and he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart.
So just imagine having 1,000 women.
That's too many.
That's
way too many.
Yeah. Hey, our forefather, hey, he was bringing it out, man. Hey, that joke ain't had no energy, man. He couldn't have, man.
Hey, read the context, bro. Read the context for edification. Go to 1. Just read it.
Okay. Verse 1. Verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, the Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites.
Right. So King Solomon didn't meet a nation that he didn't like. You know, so
hey, he never seen a woman that wasn't beautiful to him, man.
So that's what excessive looks like, man. Right. So we're getting out of the section of kings and we're going to the Nazarites. Right. We're gonna finish this section and then we'll start next week at wars, and that'll be commandment 598, and we'll be almost done with this thing, man. Right. So commandment number 588, 589, 590, 591, 592, 593, 594, 595, 596, and 597. That whole section. 588, that a Nazarite shall not drink wine or anything mixed with wine which tastes like wine, and even if the wine or the mixture has turned sour, it is prohibited to him. Verse 589, that he shall not eat fresh grapes. 590, that he shall not eat dried grapes. 591, he shall not eat the kernels of the grapes. 592, that he shall not eat the skins of the grapes. 593, that the Nazarites shall permit his hair to grow. 594, that the Nazarite shall not cut his hair. 595, that he shall not enter in any covering structure where there is a dead body. 596, that a Nazarite shall not defile himself for any dead person by being in the presence of the corpse. 597, the Nazarite shall not shave his hair when he brings his offering at the completion. That the Nazarite shall shave his hair when he brings his offering at the completion of the period of the Nazariteship, or within that period if he has become defiled. And that's Numbers chapter 6, verse 3 through 9.
You could get it, Jeremiah.
There's the book of Numbers. You said chapter 6, right?
Yep. And verse 3 through verse 9.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 6, and verse number 3. He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink.
Hey, Salaki King, can you start at verse 2? I'm sorry.
Verse 2. I just start from the top, right? It's this book of Numbers, chapter 6 from the top. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto the Lord, he shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dried. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree, for the kernels, even to the husk. Verse 5, all the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled, and the which he separated himself unto the Lord, he shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. All the days that he separated himself unto the Lord, he shall come at no dead body. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, or for his mother, for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his God is upon his head. All the days of his separation, he is holy unto Yahweh.
He is holy, right? So, he literally saying, basically, you are vowed to the Most High. You're offering. It's almost like you're the equivalent of the Levites to Yahweh, right? So, and that concludes our.
There's one more, King.
All right, go ahead, King.
Verse 9, and if any man die very suddenly by him, he have defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day shall he shave it.
Shall he shave it, right? Let's give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Hashem. Y'all shy, man. Nice Torah reading. And we're gonna get our closing precepts, and then we'll let everybody have their Shabbat back, man. All praise for everybody that had tuned in to get some more understanding on what sin is and how to avoid it at all costs, man. Right, so I'm gonna get mine, man. Right. Mine is gonna come from the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and verse 22. Right, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 32. And it reads, it says, abstain from all appearance of evil, right? So anything that looks like sin, first you got to be able to identify what sin is, to be able to flee from it. So it says, abstain from all appearance of evil, and the very Yahweh of peace sanctify you wholly, purify you, and I pray Yahweh your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Adonai Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it. Right? So he's telling you, hey, look, man, you got to stay blameless, you got to stay clean, and you got to flee from the appearance of all sin. With that being said, I yield.
I'm gonna go over here to the classic, right? I'm gonna go over here to Proverbs chapter 23. I think it's 23. Somebody help me out. I'm looking for the commandment is a light.
6 is it 6 and 23 Romans?
Yep,
6
Proverbs.
23.
Yeah,
Proverbs.
Yeah, I was looking at 23 and 6. Hey, the water king.
Cool.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse number 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproof of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Right. So if you read that, that's talking about the woman. But my point was about the commandment being a lamp, and the law is life, and reproof of instruction are the way of life. So hey, we know this little light of ours, we got to let it shine, man. Right? And that light is the commandment. When you look, if you look in the brother Yawasop background, it's a big bright light, a couple big bright lights back there in his background. Hey, that light is very significant. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the way that we let that light shine, hey, Yawasop got to keep that bulb at a certain watt, man. You know, that bulb might get kind of dim. But hey, you got to go to damn Home Depot or whatever to make sure that you have the right, because you can put a light up there. That don't mean the light gonna shine as bright as it need to shine, right? It take a certain kind of bulb to get a certain type of watt bulb to get a certain type of light. So we know that light is the law, and that light is a Mashiach, right? So we don't just want no dull light. We want that light to shine, man. So, you know, everybody keep their light shining, man. You know, keep the commandments. And hey, be able to take instruction and reproof, man, because hey, it's the way of life, man. I yield with that.
Con King, yeah, that's right, man. You gotta keep that light shining, man. And how you keep the light shining? By keeping the commandments and loving your brother, you know. And we try to show a great example of that with the soldiers, man. And I'm gonna go to Second Esdras, since we're in the law, the second Esdras 7 and 20. I'm gonna start with verse 19. Second Esdras 7 and 18, and it reads, "And he said unto me, there is no judgment above Yahweh, and none that has understanding above the highest. For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of Yahweh that is set before them." And it's a good thing that we rehearse these righteous acts. And I know we one of the only camps, or not the only camp, but we one of the only congregations that really go over the law, because that's really important to understand it and to hear this law that you have never heard before. Going into the leprosy law of uncleanness, Israel probably never heard that, but it's a great thing that we go into these accounts to rehearse the righteous acts for the nation, man, so they can have an understanding of what, you know, every law is, you know, thou shalt not, you know, thou shalt not. You know, that's not every law. And it's good that we go into these laws and commandments, all 613, like we do. And with that, I want to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And I yield.
Con, mighty king. I got Songs 104 and verse 33. I will sing unto the Lord as long as I live. I will sing praise to my God while I have my being. My meditation of him shall be sweet. I will be glad in the Lord. Let the sinners be consumed out of the earth, and let the wicked be no more. Bless thou the Lord, O my soul. Praise ye the Lord. So, you know, we singing this song, which is the teaching the law, statute, commandments. That's us singing the song as long as we live. But we all say that. You're gonna keep teaching until there's no more, until we dead. You know what I'm saying? So it said, and the meditation of him shall be sweet. We constantly thinking of the Most High and Yahweh Shai, 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Praying to him without cease, repenting daily, you know, and converting, getting that old man, old women out of us. You know what I'm saying? And then it says, I will be glad in the Lord. Like Yahweh said, we in his knowledge. It ain't just the truth. We have the understanding now. We have the laws, trying to be the laws in our inward parts. We praying for that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't go off anymore, right? And it says, let the sinners be consumed out of the earth. How better would it be without sinners on the earth? You know what I'm saying? It would be magnificent, but we know it's a balance. It's always got to be the wicked here, no matter what. But let the righteous over exceed evil. That's what we want. You get what I'm saying? And it's gonna come to that. And that's what we're praying for. That's why we in this thing 10 toes down for the Lord, right? And it says, and let the wicked be no more, right? And that's David, King David, you know, was a righteous man. You know, he went off a couple of times, you know, but he got back up and kept on fighting, man. And he served the Lord. The Lord had favor on David. So we got to be the same example, you know, for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And I yield.
Hey, mightily, man. Hey, and like you said though, how great would it be? Because even when we get to the kingdom, the other nations are going to be able to go off. They're not going to get immortal bodies. They're not going to be able to get the law in their inward part, right? So I just got to bring that out on the way out, man. Right? It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 8 and verse 8, because it's just a real quick cut.
I
Only
go
Israel.
13.
All right, calm, bro. Start at verse 7. Hebrews 8 and 7.
Oh man, that turned right to it too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 8 and verse 7. But if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
See, so only with Israel, man. Go ahead.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, said the Lord.
Go ahead.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
It's like what Tazwan always said, man, how great is it going to be for us not to ever sin against the Most High, not to ever make the Most High mad at us, not to ever get angry at us ever again, man. Like, everybody that truly, truly, truly loves the Most High, bro, that's going to be a great day when we be sitting down crying because we don't know if the food's defiled, don't know if our burger got smacked on a grill that had pork on it. You know what I'm saying? Wondering, dang, is that beef bacon or is that pork bacon? Like, we don't have to go through that no more, man. It's going to be such a great day, man. Yeah, I yield. Anybody got anything else to say?
I just want to say, hey man, we're almost at the end of this thing again, man. Hey, hey, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to, to be a part of the congregation, man, as being a part of it. This is my second one that I'm about to complete, being a part of the congregation, and like Yahweh said, we are the only congregation that teach the law on Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, because you can't heal what you can't identify. You know what I'm saying? So in order to keep the law, you must first recognize that you don't know the law. You know what I'm saying? And once you learn the law, then you can take that law and you can let it wash you with the washing of the word through the law, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we cleanse ourselves, and that's how we make ourselves whole, and that's how we get to the kingdom, by the washing of the word. I see that. Hey, I used to be a drunkard. Hey, I take that law, how not to be a drunkard. I apply that, and it wash me. I see why I used to be a murderer. Hey, I take that law, thou shalt not kill thy brother. I take that and apply it, and it wash me. I see where I used to be a homemonger. I take that law, what the Most High said, and I apply it, and it wash me from being a homemonger, and I become whole through the washing of the word through the law, man. So all praises. I appreciate y'all brothers for, allowing me to be a part of it. It's such a mighty thing, and it's beautiful just to go through it, man, and be able to just, like have eyes on it, and not only that, really just understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
All praise.
All praises, yeah, because it's praise to the Most High,
mighty king.
And you got it. Yeah, we done did it. This is our 4th time, man. So, and Lord willing, as long as we here on the Shabbat, we're gonna go back through it, man, and keep going through it. Because the more we hear it, the more we know it, right? One more precept before I go. Luke 4:12 and 48. Because hey, us bringing this out, man, hey, it puts us at a higher accountability rate. Because if you teaching it, then you got to know it, right? So Luke 12 and 48.
The book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse number 48. But ye that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more.
So he's saying, hey, if you only knew a little knowledge, which means you didn't know the law, you're going to get beat with few stripes. Now let's go back up to 47 and let's find out what's going to happen to us that teach the law.
It's 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
That's why I went in that order, because, hey, we know the will. The will is the law, according to 1 Thessalonians 4:2. So, hey, that we know the will, hey, we get beat with a lot more stripes. We got to apply the law a lot more. And that's from Hamashiach, man. That's red letter, man. So that being said, man, we hope that y'all got a little bit of understanding out of this lesson. And my name is Ariyah.
Brother Jeremiah.
Brother Yawasop.
I got one more precept. Salaki, y'all. One more precept.
Hey, gonna watch that guy in the bottom corner with his light out. Watch that guy.
One more precept. Last one. It's just to expound on everything Ariel said, right? And this is what we truly looking for and seeking for, right? It's Revelation 21:4. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. You know how, like, your guardian, the Most High put a guardian over to watch over your life, right? And that guardian loves you so dearly, right? If you start crying, they'll probably get a rag, wipe your face off. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you crying anymore, right? And it says, and there shall be no more death. How many times we continually lose someone that we truly love? You know what I'm saying? Unexpectedly. You know what I'm saying? Too early. You know what I'm saying? Wish they were there with us still, right? Continuing in this captivity. But it's a blessing that they don't have to deal with this captivity anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, but there will be no more death, right? And then it says, neither sorrow. No more sorrow. No more suffering. No more pain, right? Keep going. Hold on. Nor crying, right? We already expound on that. Neither shall there be any more pain. No more illness. No more diseases. No more wicked spirits in you. Because that's all it really is. To get you going on, right? The wicked spirit, the evil spirits, right? And it says, for the former things are passed away. So all those things we are seeking the Lord for, to get rid of once and for all, man. And we'll be that just balance for all eternity. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. No more, the past things, the past life, the old man, the old woman used to be, is dead and gone forever. And I yield.
Hey, no, read one more though, because this sums it up. One more verse.
Verse 5. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful.
They're true. I mean, they're gonna happen. It has to happen. The Most High
has to happen.
Yeah, so man.
That's right.
So all praises, man, to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, with that being said, man, we love y'all, Yasharala. Hey, continue in the faith, continue to work, and continue to walk. And what you want, Putin, Biden, Trump,
Zelensky,
Kim Jong, all of them rulers to do, brother. What do you want them to do?
I want Ukraine, Russia, China, Iran, United States, Brazil, South Africa, you know what I'm saying? Australia. I want all of them to push the damn button, man.
Push the damn button.
Right. Stop playing, man. Stop playing.
They're scared, man.
God.
With that being said, Shalom, Yasharala.
Shalom. Shalom.